Hey, welcome to Zoom. If you are like me, I'm on Zoom calls all day, every day. And so I wanted to have a better experience on Zoom. So I bought what the internet says is the best camera for Zoom calls. So that's the Insta360 Link 2C webcam. But before we look at this cam, I want to look at some other webcams that I've currently used. And you tell me which is the better webcam for Zoom calls. Let's get into the video. Hey, if we haven't met yet, I'm Nils Smith, your social media guide. I want to find out what's the best camera for Zoom calls. I have bought too many webcams trying to find the best webcam, and I keep going to what I'm using right now, which is the Logitech 920C. I believe it is the go-to Logitech camera that people have used. I've had it for 5 years. It's been a great webcam for me, but it's 720p. It has its limitations, but it just works. It works well. That's what I'm using right now, and it's good enough for Zoom calls, but I want better. And so I have bought a lot of other cameras, and I just bought, looked up on the internet, the World Wide Web, and asked what is the best webcam out there right now. And it told me that after a lot of reviews that I read, this Insta360 Link 2C is the best camera. I've used the Insta360 360 camera in the past, and I've seen like their GoPro-like cameras, but didn't know that they had a webcam. But let's look at a few other webcams that I have tried along the way before making this purchase. So the best webcam I would say that I bought is one called Lumina. You might have gotten ads for Lumina. They made a big push years back. It's basically the DSLR of webcams, and it's supposed to be a super high quality webcam. And so let me show you what that webcam looks like. So let me switch my camera here in Zoom. Okay, this is the Lumina camera. You can see the lighting is off. Now, they have two versions. They have the RAW, and then they have the Pro version. Even look at my screen. Give me RAW or Plus are the options. Now, if I go to Plus, it will give me a different set of tabs that I can look at. So let me go to the Plus version of Lumina. So this is the Lumina RAW version, which basically, if you don't use the app or use their software, this is what it looks like. You see I'm very washed out. It actually seems like it's zooming behind me, and yeah, just not good enough for what I would want to use for webcam. So now let's go to their Plus version, which gives you a lot of different options with what to do. It's kind of the software edition that supposedly makes the camera great. Okay, so in the Lumina version, I can turn this cameraman on, and it will just like focus in on me. And if I move, it's going to track over to me. If I move over here, it'll track over to me. Kind of cool. The problem I had with this feature is that it would always be moving, and it was distracting for my participants. So I turned the cameraman off. It also allows me to change my face position where it's zoomed in, this where it goes a little bit out, or this where it changes a little bit. So it gives me some options. I can also change the framing to zoom in and out a little bit, and then I can even slow down or speed up. So I move it faster, that the cameraman's going to move faster. And so yeah, there's some interesting features there. The other feature is I can change the blur strength, so I can make it more blurry around me. Now, this is a feature that's kind of built into Zoom as well. Thought that would be cool, like a DSLR camera, but honestly, the blur I feel like is just kind of cheesy looking. And then it has edge strength, and so I can change the edge strength a little bit, if you can even tell where that's different or not different. And it gives some blur padding. I can add that, or I can do sharpness on my video or not. So yeah, it gives you some features, but honestly, you can see I've and I can adjust the lighting in my office, but I did not find the Lumina camera to be a better camera. I'd prefer, you can see how it just keeps moving in and out, and that's distracting for people on a Zoom call. And so yeah, I'd rather go back to the Logitech. Let me go back to the Logitech now. Okay, we are back on the Logitech camera, and comparing the two, it was a pretty easy choice for me. I think I paid $200 for the Lumina at the time. I don't know what it costs now, but yeah, it's not a camera that I use at all or even used very long. When I got it, I will go back to it every now and then, test it, and then continue to be frustrated with it. My personal opinion is the camera probably is good. I think their software is what really needs work. So if you get the settings just right, it's fine. But at the end of the day, a $200 camera versus a $50 Logitech, I find the $50 Logitech to be the better camera. And so it might not have the 4K or a higher resolution as the Lumina. It has a good enough for a Zoom call. The other question that I get a lot, and I'll get to the other cameras here in a minute, is how is it that it looks like you're looking at me? Well, that's because I use a teleprompter for my Zoom calls. I had to rig this together about 5 years ago when I pulled this together, and until it breaks, I'm going to keep it. But what I've recommended to friends is Elgato has a great teleprompter setup that's kind of all built in for one, where you can just add your webcam behind it or put a DSLR camera or something else, a mirrorless camera behind it that you can use for Zoom calls. Great option. I also tried a mirrorless camera. I have a Canon M50, but I really found that to be buggy in different ways, or had to work all these workarounds to make it work, and I just felt like the webcam was a better option than using that, and it was harder to then disconnect when I wanted to actually use that camera for things. So yeah, the Logitech is what I've stuck to. Let's go to the next camera that I tried. Well, that's cool. They gave me some stickers. Oh, and some more stickers. Insta360. Okay, so this is the Insta360 camera. Pretty small, not surprising. And it comes with this little tripod mount, and it comes with a USB-C cord. It also has a USB-A adapter, so USB-C to USB-A adapter if that's what you need. I don't. I'll be able to go straight into my computer with this cord. So let's get this connected. Oh, this is cool. So you have the mount and you have the camera. Put it on here. It's magnetic and it just sticks right to there. Very smart, Insta360. I like that. So you could actually have it loose if you want to, or you can connect it to there very easily. Well done. I like that move. Okay, so this is the Insta360 video. I do definitely see where this is better quality. It's more zoomed out for sure. I can see where the color is not just like flushed out like the other webcams, and I can just, even from the teleprompter, I can see the green light behind it, which is in the Logitech. It shows a blue circle that gives you an idea of where the camera is coming from, of where to look. So it makes it look like I'm making eye contact through the teleprompter. So yeah, we definitely see where this is improvement. Let's look at their software and see how that helps for a better Zoom call experience. Okay, I have downloaded the software and actually did a firmware update as well, which I like that it's updating the camera. Let me show you the software and what that looks like. Okay, so I am in the Insta360 controller. I can do auto framing. I don't know what that does, but it could do whiteboard. Oh, I see. I could just do this and it would be whiteboard. Voice focus, voice suppression, some other settings there. Let's view. Okay. So I'm seeing here 720p. I actually want to go to 4K, 30 frames per second. Yeah. So let's increase that. Let's do auto framing. Okay. It framed me. I could do a screenshot. I could record. Actually, I kind of like that. I could just record right there in the Insta360 controller. Effects. Let's try this blur background. Okay, that's giving me quite the blur. So that's way better than the Lumina, and I don't feel like it's grainy in that blur. You can do makeup, filter, portrait, daylight. Just portrait too. It brightens it up. What's daylight look like? Okay, interesting. Vintage, a little dark. Vintage 2. Okay. Clear. Okay, let's go back into Zoom. Yeah, I wish I could zoom in on this. That would be the one thing that I am not seeing or sure how to do. Let me see if I can find that again. Oh, there it is. A little bit more. There we go. How's that? All right. I set that up as a preset. So it gave me the option of Insta360 virtual camera and then Insta360 2C. I don't know what the difference is between these two cameras. Okay. So this is the Insta360 camera. This, if you haven't seen it, is the Logitech that I am used to using. I'm going to just hang that right there. And at the end of the day, I think I just found a better webcam. I think I just found my go-to webcam. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this Insta360 Link 2C. It was about $100. If you're interested, I'll drop a link in description below. If you're interested, from Amazon, I get a very small commission off of that, but I guess I need to say that I do get some some kind of affiliate commission off of this, but yeah, I just really wanted to test a new webcam and thought I'd share what the experience was like. What do you think? Is this a better webcam, or do you think that the old Logitech is still the better webcam? Definitely not the other two that I tried. I'm going to stick with this for a little bit, and I'll be curious what tomorrow's Zoom calls, what feedback I get of if people notice the new webcam and what they think. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, or share the comments, your thoughts, or if you think you have a better webcam that I should test, I am definitely not committed infinitely to the Insta360 webcam. If there's a better webcam, I want to find it. I spend hours and hours a day on Zoom, Google Meet, a little bit even on Microsoft Teams. And so, yeah, I've used this webcam a lot. I want to have the best webcam experience for the best Zoom call experiences, best video conferencing experiences. And so if you have a better option for me, I want to know. Let me know. Thanks so much for watching this video, and we'll talk to you again on the next video. Thanks for watching.